pay attention, really listen, I hope you understand. Execute your vision, go and get it, be a man. Save your money, motherfucker, for another day. We got the book and the album on the fucking way. This generation is full of hate, always worrying what the next man making. They never want to see the next man make it. 2018, let's have a gangster conversation. Like how to treat a woman, take care of your kids. Gotta take responsibility for what you did. I do it to inspire, take your mind a little higher. Like her name on the degree, not her name on a flyer. Yeah, boss moves, we just doing what a boss do. We on now and we off you, it's true. The TK Kirkland Show.
Hey, TK.
Can you talk?
I can talk.
I am so sorry about my schedule, but there's nothing I can do. It's like I'm just a blessed man and I'm just everywhere, so it's hard.
I know it. And I knew you would call me back. My heart is beating so fast, I can't believe you called. I just can't believe you called.
Oh, yeah, just a real nigga, play to play, a pep pump, you know, it's cool. So talk to me, what's going on?
Oh, okay, I'm so nervous about this. Where do I start?
Yeah, take your time, take a deep breath, no rush. We got it. So
okay.
Take your time, we cool.
I've been with my dude for 11 years. I was 22 years old when I got with him. We've been through a lot, ups and downs. We have 2 kids, and he does have a kid outside of our relationship.
He got it. Let me ask you a question. Did he get it while y'all was together, or he had it before he met you?
While we was together.
Okay, well, that's kudos for you, as they say.
Yeah, like it was tough, but I guess with my willingness to really, really want my family to work, like I accepted her.
Now, did you cheat on him?
No, I never cheated on him. You know, it's so weird because what he caught me doing, like, I took a guy's number. What did he
catch you doing?
He caught a guy's number in my cell phone. And I was trying to hide it, and I put it under my best friend's name. And some kind of way, he found it. Like, he found it. He's known. Like, anything that I've ever tried to get away with, I'm horrible. I'm a horrible cheater. Like, I couldn't cheat. Like, when I attempted, he would catch me. And it's crazy because I never had been with another man beside him.
That's because he's monitored. So he's so busy cheating that he monitors you. You know, most people do that when they're guilty.
Yeah.
They'll accuse you, or they'll do stuff but then act like you the one that's doing it. So they monitoring you harder than they monitor themselves, especially when they know that they're doing something wrong.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree. And we were going through a lot. I was young. I had just had my first kid with him. We had a little girl, and I could just remember him leaving the house. He went and he got him another place, and he kept up everything where me and the kids were. And then he got into some trouble, and he ended up having to come right back home.
Okay.
So I think that situation where he was out of the home, it was for like 2 months. So during the process, I knew it was something. Like, I never felt like he was completely faithful in the relationship. But we were young, and I guess I was just trying to get through it. Like, I had been in one other relationship before him, so I was really new. I was 22. I'm 34 now. Okay, so the baby's born, and it's crazy because I found out the baby 2 weeks after he had got locked up. The girl inboxed me on Facebook.
You found out the new baby was born 2 weeks after he got locked up.
I found out the girl was pregnant. She inboxed me on Facebook. So long story short, he did 16 months in jail, and not once did he ever admit that this was his kid.
Okay.
So when the little girl was born, she came out looking just like my daughter. And I knew. This girl had no reason to lie. I knew.
Right.
So, I felt it. So fast forward, when he get out of jail, he claimed the baby, and, we got a son together now, and he was he's 4.
Right.
So I have my daughter, she's 9. He has a daughter in between her. I believe she's like 6 or 7. I think she's 6, and my son is 4. So this kid is right in between my 2 with him.
Right.
Okay, this is a tough part, TK. We fought for it. We fought for our relationship. Like, we wanted this. Like, I wanted it. And I really, really felt like he wanted it. And he drinks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's the type of man, like, I can be getting up for work in the morning. He's still in the car asleep.
You got an alcoholic?
And it's just, and he got, he's fighting a DWI case right now.
Okay.
Like, he don't have an out button. Like, we drink, you know, we go out and we have fun, but I just noticed that he is, it is only socially.
Mm-hmm.
It's only socially, like through the week, you know, he don't drink, but like when we go out and he's hanging and he's being social, he gets very, very drunk.
Okay.
So he's fighting the DWI case as we speak. And
they might have to do some time.
I think that's what he's nervous about.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is technically it's his 3rd one, but I guess something. Yeah, and from what I heard, he was talking to my sister's boyfriend, and he said that he was out for 2 years. But he didn't tell me this. Like, he didn't tell me this. So when I heard that from her, I was like, damn. Like, he's the type, he don't ever want me to worry. Because he know how, he don't want me to worry, and I can't say that. And he's a provider. He takes care of me and the kids, you know, and all his kids. So, so this is a recent situation. This is why I really called you, because in the midst of me and him, we have a mutual cousin. His cousin, she's my cousin because our dads are brothers.
Okay.
And he's cousins with her because his aunt, this is his aunt's daughter. It's crazy because we both share a cousin, but, you know, it's no relation to us or nothing like that, but we both share a cousin. Basically, my uncle hooked up with his aunt. So we have this cousin. Okay, now this is the hard part. Oh, let me take a deep breath.
Okay.
Like, he was kind of talking to her because me and this cousin was very close. So he was just like, you know, Tori, she's not as affectionate as I want her to be. And she says, like, I want her to do more as a woman for me. And I was really working on that, TK, because I'm really not affectionate. Like, I've dealt with a lot of hurt in this relationship, so I think it's caused me to be a certain way. Okay, so one night, he went out, and my cousin, she came and brought her daughter to the house, and I was like, well, I'll babysit. I'm in for the night. And she was just like, well, I was like, come pick her up in the morning. That way you don't have to take her out 3 in the morning when you get from the club. Just leave her here. I said, you can pick her up in the morning, or I can drop her off before I go to church. Mm-hmm. So when I woke up the next morning, I noticed her daughter was already gone or whatever, and we were sleeping I was sleeping in a different room from him. So when I woke up, I saw he was still in the bed asleep. So I got up and started getting me and the kids ready for church, and you know, I went to church. Everything was fine. You know, I came home and I called her. At first, she avoided my phone call, but then after a while, she picked up, but she was acting different. And I just kept saying, what's going on? And she was just like, well, I just got to get away from everybody. I got to get away from everybody. And I'm like, girl, what the hell? She's already over dramatic girl, so I'm just thinking she's having one of her dramatic episodes.
Right.
So I was like, well, you know, just stay calm, and if you need to get away, just get away. She was like, I need to go see my counselor. And I was like, well, yeah, that can help too. Mm-hmm. So I really didn't understand until we got off the phone. She was just like, just call me, just check on me, pray for me. And I was like, it was weird the way we hung up the phone. So I went to the kitchen and started cooking dinner or whatever, and it just wasn't, me and her conversation wasn't sitting well. So I told her, I texted her, I was like, I know it's something wrong. You need to tell me what it is. You know, and I was like, what the fuck is it? Like, I was serious. Like, I wanted her to let me know what was going on with her. What did I do? So she was just like, I really don't have a story to tell. Let me talk to my counselor, then I'll be able to talk to you about it. I was like, no, what did I do? I want to if I did something wrong, I apologize.
Right.
So she ended up calling me back, and I said, she was like, well, I'm going to text you something. And I was like, okay. And she was like, read it. Just make sure you sit down when you read it. And it was basically text messages saying how he had made her uncomfortable. He ended up at her house, and he had made her uncomfortable. And what she said was that, you know, she picked up her daughter. And her homegirl had dropped her to the house in her car because she had left her car in my house and got in the car with one of her girlfriends. So she said that when he opened the door for her to get her daughter, you know, she was like, it looked like he had been in the bed. And she said, next thing you know, he was like, I'm going to make sure y'all make it home okay. So she was like, oh, I'm fine, you know, I'm fine, I'm good. And she was like, I had been drinking. She was like, but once I got my daughter, the drink was off of me. I was headed home. So he insisted, and she said he followed her home. And she was like, you know, waving. She got the baby out and was going upstairs to her apartment. And he was just like, well, I'm going to come up. So she was like, damn, I'm going to have to really just, you know, her another counseling session. I'm going to have to talk to him about him and Tori or whatever. So she said all of a sudden she was like they were smoking or whatever, and he had his bottle, and I don't know if he was continuing to drink or whatever, but they had smoked a blunt, and she would say, I started talking about y'all's relationship and all this. And next thing you know, he took his pants off. Dang. She was just like, damn. She was just like, well, maybe he hot, you know. I'm going to throw him a pillow or whatever. I'm going to let him get comfortable or whatever. And then all of a sudden she said he got up and lay down in her bed. And he called her in the room. And this is the part that fucked me up completely. She said he nudged me and told me to lay down. And I was like, what? Lay down? And she was just like, yeah, he nudged me and told me to lay down. And she said, I told him, hell no. She said she jumped up and she immediately walked into the kitchen. And she started texting her best friend saying, come back, you know, spend the night with me. So after that, 2 minutes went by, and he got up, he got his bottle and his charger and you know, with everything he came with, and he left. So the next day he checked on her. He was like, are you good? And she was like, yeah. And then I sent you the message, something about how he made her uncomfortable, and he was like, damn. He was like, I didn't mean to do that or whatever. So my thing is, like, he's telling me that he was just drunk, like he didn't realize what he was doing. And I know the man is a heavy drinker, but I don't understand how your pants got down. Why did you, mind you ain't never been to this girl's house before. Like, why were you so comfortable? Why did you lay in her bed? Like, he said he doesn't recall any of it. I really want to believe this man 100%, but I'm to the point to where if this ain't a sign, like, for me to, like, get my kids and end this, he's very apologetic. He's very remorseful. He said his intentions, and I kept saying, well, how did you end up with your pants off? Number one, it's 3 a.m. Like, you was at home, you was chilling. Like, why did you leave? Right. Why did you even go that way? And he was giving me an excuse about how he was trying to get that way because he had to drop something. He had left his homeboys at the club because he felt himself getting too drunk. And he was just like, they had their keys was in his car, and he needed to get on that side of town because he knew he had to meet them. Like, he claimed he was playing it smart by going over there to chill because he knew he had to meet up with them for keys. When I tell you, I have been distraught. Like, I have been out of my element. I can't function. I can't sleep. I'm not sleeping in the bed with him. And he's telling me I'm tripping. Ain't no way in hell he would try to mess with his cousin. Like he says that was not his intent, and he was just saying that he was drunk, and he don't recall any of that.
All right, so here's the situation, babe. Now, you know when you call me, you're going to hear the truth now. So
yeah, just like I know you gon' exactly. I know you gonna break this down for me. Sorry to interrupt you. I know you are, and that's what I want you to do. Break this down for me. Make this make sense.
Yeah, well, he's lying. You know, he's lying because he got caught.
Oh wow.
He's using the drug situation as an excuse because you don't get that fucked up and able to drive to somebody's house.
Which is a 15-minute drive, TK, might I add.
Right. Then you're not drunk. You can't be that drunk that you roll a blunt and have another drink. But there's so many mistakes on so many levels. The other situation is that your cousin or his cousin allowed him in the house, knowing that the situation was, right?
Right.
You know, that she saw that he took his pants down. She still didn't say nothing. Now, they could have fucked. Now, I'm keeping it 100. It's a real strong chance they could have fucked. But she's denying it because, you know, sometimes people do guilty shit and then tell themselves, like, oh, let me tell her first so I can beat her to the point, to beat her to the punch. But here's the fact in life. The man normally has a good track record. Yeah, he got the baby. If you didn't leave him over the baby with another woman, this ain't that serious, huh? He's a good dude.
I can tell you what I did do, TK. When he was locked up for that 16 months, I did have another relationship with another guy.
Yeah, I know you did.
I did.
You got on the phone with me, but you lied to me now. Because I asked you, did you ever cheat on him? You said no.
See, when I found out she was pregnant, in my head, the relationship was over. Okay. I was over him. I felt like I was over him.
Let me finish this now. You cheated on him, and it's okay. I was going to suggest you get some dick on the side so you can feel a little better. You know, every girl needs some revengeful dick every now and then, right? But the fact is this. The man was wrong, and people in life do make mistakes. They really, really do. Nobody is perfect. That's one thing I learned in life. Nobody is perfect. Is what, you know, Andre 3000 said to me years ago. I remember I was having problems with my daughter's mother, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we was walking through the airport, and I was telling him about leaving or staying, but I had loved my child. I hated the mom, and he said to me, you got to choose which pain you want. If you leave, it's going to be painful. If you stay, it's going to be painful. So you got to pick which one you want. And that's that choice right there comes in your heart and what you can deal with. I mean, it looks like you're about to get another vacation because you're about to go do some time. So if you go do some time, you can enjoy yourself then while you're gone and still keep a perfect household and go see him and do what you got to do, get some dick until you get out and make sure whoever you fucking, let them know, hey, this is only temporary. I'm going to have fun with you. And then when my child's father come out, I got to cut it off. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. It don't get no realer than that. But that's the suggestion I would make. But I wouldn't leave him, though, because you can meet somebody else and that motherfucker be worse than that nigga.
And when I tell you, TK, this man takes care of me, like, we vacation. He always had me in a luxury car. Our kids, oh my gosh, my son, he's 4, like he's like attached. He doesn't, if he's out past midnight, like I will go in the living room and my son is literally sitting on the couch waiting on him to open the door, and he is like, I can't sleep without my daddy. So it will rip my kids in half for me to leave this man.
Right.
And I love him, and I wanted to work, and we've been through a lot. Like, I'm not perfect, TK. Like, I've done some things as far as hiding money that he disapprove of, but he's not a straight-laced guy. Let me tell you this. And I always want to have money saved up and put back just in case.
That's right.
So, you know, he found out about, it was a few $1,000s. It wasn't even a lot. But he just felt like I was being dishonest and hiding money when really I was, shit, like, it had took $2,000 to get him out of jail, like, prior to him finding the money.
Right.
So, like, I didn't understand why he was so upset. Like, I told him I want to have money on standby,
Right.
but, you know, he just, to this day, he's pissed about it.
Yeah, but he just want to find something to trip about. Don't fall for that other shit. You keep saving your money just in case you ever got to leave his ass. So make sure you save a little bit more. Give him a pass. Because now, if he'd have fucked her, different story. Have they seen each other since that situation happened?
No, like, she's so fucked up about it. She was just like, I was going to try to.
If she fucked up about it, she fucked up.
I don't think she did, TK. I've been around her. I've been talking to her. Like, even the text messages, I made her send them all to me. Like, I know exactly what was said. I don't think they fucked.
Okay.
To be honest.
All right. I don't know why she all upset there. Shit.
She was just like, she had to tell me, and she knew that it was going to hurt me. So she was going to try to avoid it, but I talked to this girl every day. Like, I was going to want an explanation. And she was like, I didn't want you to think you did something to me.
Right.
Because when I was approaching her about it, I was like, what did I do? What did I do? You know? And at that point, she was just like, it was like I was talking to my mother, and I had to confess.
And this is the thing I tell people sometimes. Sometimes it's best. How old is she? She's a young girl?
She's 25. She's 25.
Yeah, she's young. And everybody like tell her shit today. So, 20 years ago, that somebody would have kept that to themselves and not messed up your life, because there was really no need to tell you, because you're going to still be with the man. So now you're going to have this in your life for the rest of your life along with the other stuff. But that's what some relationships are about. Some relationships are about getting over obstacles and going through so much. Me, myself, I have zero tolerance. If it blinks the wrong motherfucking way, I'm gone. So, yeah, I'm just a different kind of individual. But with you guys' situation, you guys have been through a lot. You guys have had your ups and downs. You hit the little dick outside. You're about to get some new dick in a minute when you go away from it. I don't see. Have yourself some fun when he's gone. Yeah, when he's gone, just have some fun. Just don't get pregnant. And don't catch the STD.
Right.
Fine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just do everything right for him on his journey to go on his vacation. Make sure you put something on his book. Make sure you go see him. Make sure you can take the phone calls when he calls. But go ahead. I think if you get 2 years, girl, you got 2 years of fun.
Oh my God.
But be careful, because you could fall in love.
Right.
Like, people don't know. Sometimes you fuck around and get a nigga that's just that nigga and fuck around and be just like, oh my God, I love this guy. My husband's coming out of jail on Wednesday. What the fuck am I doing? So be careful.
And CTK, and even since we got it back on track, even after the baby, I have not stepped out on this man at all. At all.
Now, some people are going to disagree with me telling you to cheat, but the fact is you're going to cheat anyway. I'm just telling you what I see. So, I'm just a smart guy. I already know what you're going to do. What state you in?
Texas.
Okay, that's a beautiful state, too.
Mm-hmm.
Between Dallas and Houston?
Dallas area, yes.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. You ever come to my shows out there?
You know what? I have been Googling, and I've never been to one of your shows out here at all.
I'll be there in July at the Arlington Improv. But I will be at the, but that's too far for you. I'm going to be in Houston on the 22nd for one day with D. Ray Davis. I'm doing a guest spot. I'm coming in on some low-key shit. They don't even know I'm coming.
Really? The 22nd?
Yeah, March. Let me see. What day is that going to be?
I can definitely go to Houston. I have a girlfriend in Houston, and she, I'm always down for a road trip.
Yeah, it's going to be March 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, March
That's
23rd.
cool.
Yeah, I'm going to come down there.
And I'm like 15 minutes away from the Arlington Improv.
Yeah, I won't be doing Arlington. Okay, cool. But I'll be doing Arlington Improv in definitely July or August.
July. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my birthday month.
Yeah, definitely do that. Did you get my my album yet?
You know what? I have not. And I know, where can I get it from?
You just get it right on your phone. Just download, go to iTunes.
iTunes. Okay.
Yeah, put in the TK Kirkland. Put in TK Kirkland, and you're going to see one called, Are There Any Questions? And one is, Who Raised You?
Yeah.
One that you want is the one that's Who Raised You. You get both of them up, like I said. They both live.
You know what? I have YouTubed every single episode and all your old stuff. I've been looking at everything because I've just been hungry. Like, I've been hungry for like some type of relationship advice. I just, even subjects that I've never experienced, but just to hear your point of view, like, it's helping me a lot.
Like, yeah, I just tell the truth. Like, I ain't sugarcoating shit. Like,
I love you.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna suck up, girl. Go pray, have some fun, enjoy yourself, and when you come back, go back to being straight laced. Just don't have no babies and all that kind of shit. That's all.
Right.
And don't get a nigga that'll wind up being a star, because you get a young nigga. These young niggas come, your nigga get out of jail. He been meeting them like, yo, I'm coming to you as a man. I'm in love with your wife. These niggas so fucked up out here. I really don't get it.
Oh, wow.
I really don't get it. Now, what do you do out there in Texas?
I've been a phlebotomist for almost 15 years, and I have my own. I do like a retail business in the summer where I sell swimsuits, and then I do the hair extensions. And I just got my TVAC certification as a bartender, so I've been trying to do some freelance private. I'm a hustler, TK. Like, I can't sit down. Like, I'm gonna be great one day, and
okay.
I just feel like I just want to find my niche, like 6 sources of income at all times.
Right. That's it. I ain't mad at you, baby. That's exactly what you got to do,
I do a lot.
Now, are you guys married?
That's another thing. We're not married. I'm 20. I met him when I was 22. I'm 34 years old now. All these years later, he's given me expensive things, expensive cars and bags, and I've even got a ring, an engagement ring, but we've never got married. We've been winning. Yeah, I'm not tripping.
Yeah, that's some overrated shit.
I believe that. I do.
Married. When you're gonna get married, you need to be married. That's a trick to one of the biggest hustles
in
the world today. All you got to do is paperwork together to make sure that you're responsible for one another, just in case someone gets ill or someone dies.
Right. I got my life insurance too, TK. I got my life insurance.
That's right. You gotta get elderly insurance too. That's the new thing I'm gonna start telling people to get. Like if you're old, you have somebody come in and take care of you, so it don't put a lot of pressure on your children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Working in the medical field, I see that a lot.
Yeah,
I've been in the medical field.
The kids ain't taking care of their parents no more.
I agree. I see it. I see it firsthand every day. I do.
Yeah. They don't take care of their kids no more. Then these retirement living apartments or whatever, they treating people bad, and it's really expensive because a lot of old people are living long. That's why my gym.
Oh yeah.
I stay in that damn gym. Like, forget that. I wear my feet out.
Yes. You know what, TK? What's been getting me through? I eat meat once a day, and I go to the gym. I go to the gym at least 4 days out of the week. I drink a lot of water. I'm eating a lot of vegetables. I really got a clear head. I just needed to hear it from a point of view to where it made sense to me.
Right, I understand. And let's try to cut down on that meat.
Okay, I do chicken once a day, and I'm trying to make it a lifestyle change. That's too much?
Yeah, that's too much. You got to eat chicken like once a week. So
once a week, okay.
I eat chicken, but eat chicken like once a week instead of every day, because they put so much stuff in these foods that...
I know.
Give me an example. My daughter, used to get this bump on her thigh.
Mhm.
They thought it was an ingrown hair bump or whatever. So the doctor told her that she should stop eating meat. When she stopped eating meat, she's never had a problem to this day. So there is definitely something in the food. And
I know.
They know it. They're killing us.
I know, yeah.
You got to be smart and try to outlive them, and outthink them, rather.
And I do a lot of research. I look up everything. I try to educate myself. I never want to ask nobody. I always do my own research. You know, you can't believe everything you see on these internet blogs and all this different stuff. So I'm big about doing my own research and definitely keeping healthy.
Yep, you got to. You got to go. You got to do your cardio.
Yes,
all that.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, if you're doing all that, wearing your seatbelt, everything else is just luck.
Right.
Right. But you don't really have a bad situation here, sweetie. Your situation is that you was caught in your feelings because it was with your cousin or your niece, and it came back to you that way. And when it comes back from someone that you know, it hurts 10 times worse.
I'm tired.
Yeah, so don't even bring it back up to him anymore. You know, like it is what it is. When he goes on his vacation, you can just have a good time and enjoy yourself and suck a lot of dick, your hair full, and just enjoy yourself. Shit, I'm telling you, I'm keeping it 100. Enjoy yourself and then go on with your life. I
feel so much better, and you know what? I'm sitting in front of a restaurant because I'm about to have brunch with some of my girlfriends.
Right.
And I had to take that call.
Make sure you tell your crew to get my album too. Like as soon as you go in there and have all y'all take a picture and send that shit to me. You ain't gotta have your faces in there, but send me a picture of everybody that got the album. I would truly appreciate it because the new one will be out in October, and that motherfucker's gonna be the one.
I'm ready, TK. I am.
Yeah, that one's called Gangsta Conversation. That's going to be the one. Trust me when I tell you.
I'm actually smiling now. I haven't smiled in a week.
Yeah, you're gonna be right. Remember, everybody's not perfect.
Right.
It's not too bad. You know, he had a baby on you. You accepted that. So, and usually that's the worst of the worst. So if you got past that, you can really get past anything. Just have fun. When he goes away, you're gonna be a model citizen, a model woman. Until the day they could go, and wait till he goes through processing. Like, don't stop fucking around before processing. Let him get fingerprinting and pictures taken.
All that.
Yeah. Let him be in jail for like a week, and then boom, you roll from there. But don't do it as soon as he calling you from lockup. He just got in, and you out here doing your thing already. Give him some time to get comfortable.
I will.
Don't fuck none of his friends.
Oh no. None of that.
Try to get somebody out of state.
Okay.
Yeah, try to get somebody out of state and you win it. Baby, may God bless you. Make sure you send me a picture of y'all with the Who Raised You album.
Will do.
Appreciate it. And may your pain be champagne. God bless you, all right?
Thank you. Love you, TK.
Love you too, darling. Call me anytime. It's my direct line.
Okay, I will.
Okay, hon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So to the people around the world, from London to China to Liberty City to Compton, California, you heard the one and only TK Kirkland show, T to the motherfucking K. Play the play.
This episode of the TK Kirkland Show was produced by Chris Thomas, executively produced by Charlemagne the God. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.